Come, let us prepare, make some good profits today. Market left us big clues right here. You need to know about this right here. And this, seeing the 5 days still trending up, it's a very important clue. And if you want to short this, very important liquidity you need to know. Let's talk about that in today's video. But before that, intraday analysis, 10:48 a.m. right here. Now it's important you understand where the magenta algorithm has built liquidity right there. And you see exactly, I circled this yellow 644 right here. And you see how the market grabbed the liquidity so beautifully off that magenta algorithm. And thereafter, once again on the breakout and retrace right there, all because you identified the magenta algorithm and you understand that there was a lack of continuation structure that required to be rebuilt. I will show you that later. So this particular trade, 100% trade, absolutely beautiful, all because you were able to be, firstly, patient to wait for that, especially if you missed the way up and you didn't see any strong continuation. There was actually one here with the teal, but I will talk about that later. But the better move here will be off that magenta. Absolutely beautiful trade here. Thereafter, 12:47 here, we identified the pink algorithm here. Now this was very important. You have to understand this pink algorithm building liquidity, especially when we lacked the selling continuation. Wait for the cups to close once again. 644 yellow, very important level. You see how the cups has closed here off that pink algorithm. And I mentioned wait for that teal to build liquidity with that pink, and just take a look for yourself. Absolutely beautiful trade here. You see the handle with that inverse head and shoulder pattern here of that teal and pink algorithm. If you see it, you cannot unsee it once you do. Absolutely beautiful trade. This one, I had multiple 100% trades right here in this very small move near 2 power hour. So you have to be patient. Remember, you don't always have to catch every move. All you need, and I always tell you that, is just 0.5 to 1 point move. Very small but certain structures. And if you learn to identify the algorithms, it becomes more precise. You can catch absolutely beautiful trades right there. Understanding the context of this as well. So absolutely beautiful. It's about learning this skill, this lifetime skill, so you can do this for the rest of your life by learning to find 5-figure profit trades. And I've shown you it's very possible to do it, but it's a long-term skill you need to learn. So don't rush this. And most importantly, please do not join if you're looking for signals. Signals will ruin you. You need to learn this skill for a lifetime, so you can do this every single day for the rest of your life. And we're talking about $10,000 a day, not a month, mind you, every single day. This skill is worth every ounce of your energy and determination to learn and master. It's not going to be easy, why should it? But it is possible. Stay focused. Run this race strong. It will be life-changing, not just financially, but you will see how trading will make you a better person. Stay focused. We got this. Now, where do we go from here? It's important you understand, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, that even when the bulls are bearish, you have to understand how this particularly works. So please watch yesterday's video if you have not. But otherwise, you have to see how in the morning, the yellow algorithm was in control at this 2 points here. So if there's going to be any downside here, you have to wait for the yellow algorithm to start grabbing the liquidity here. Now you will see 5-day continue to trend up, and we will get close to that yellow as well as to the blue. So more importantly as well, I want to be looking out for cups to be closing if this wants to head down, and wait for the structure of that cup here. So just pay close attention to that, especially near to the 5-day moving average and the continuation structure here if this wants to head down. You're aware of that. Now, remember, we are at that buying continuation structure that we talked about, I think on Tuesday or Wednesday, right? And we had that in that stronger green, and now we are in that orange. So just pay close attention here. If we continue to head up in that orange, you want to see if it strengthens in that green here. But otherwise, if there's any shorting opportunity, more importantly, at least you have to at least break the orange. But yellow is better, so pay close attention to that. And remember, I mentioned you have to wait for the cups to start closing here, especially when we're near to the top, and wait for a microstructure before it starts pushing out. Now, in its trajectory up, you look out for whether it stays in that orange or a stronger green right there. So pay very close attention to these key levels right there. It will get straightforward as you practice and get better at this. You can simplify this by taking trades that you can see, and as you practice you will see more, because remember, as I mentioned, once you see this you cannot unsee it. So please to consider wrapping up strong for the week. Do not overtrade tomorrow. If you're green and up, just take as little trades as you can. Wrap up the week strong on Friday. Thank you very much for watching. See you closer to opening bell.